Hey, Brody. You got the paperwork on the Munson caller?
It's right here.
Thanks. Hey. We need to talk about Natalie.
Hi.
The paternity test results for my baby.
I'm calling about the results of my paternity test.
I'll check.
Brennan.
I'll check.
It's the lying. I'm not a liar, and having to hide what I'm feeling and what I've done, I don't think I can do it anymore. I can tell her how I feel, but I can't be completely honest with her.
Why not?
Too many people will get hurt. What about Natalie?
The other day I lost my cool with her about the amnio thing, and I shouldn't have done that. And then you stepped in, and it set me off worse, okay?
Okay.
I guess mostly I was frustrated when I thought about her going through all that on her own.
Okay, that is about the biggest needle I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, and I'm sorry you didn't deserve that. Especially now that I know what you're up against as a father.
I'm sorry, but your paternity results aren't in yet.
What do you mean they're not in yet?
The doctor said that these results were going to be ready in a few days, but I guess it's really hard to read a calendar when you've got your head stuck so far up your...
I'm sorry, Miss Banks.
You know what? Save it. Call me when you get a clue.
Looks like you and I were just having the same conversation.
Yeah, somebody ticked both of us off before noon. It's like the world's got a death wish.
The lab's dragging their feet on my amnio results, but who's got you so mad?
Oh, good. You're both here.
Hey, Mom. What's up?
Okay. I have something very important to tell you, and it is going to have a significant impact on your lives, no matter what the paternity results show.
So I walk in, and Echo's...
No. Echo de Savoy caused a great deal of trouble for your father and me many years ago, okay? At that time, the judge ordered her to leave Landview, which she did. She went to Atlantic City, where she immediately met Charlie.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what this has to do with my paternity test.
Oh. No, it's not about yours, it's Echo's. Because she was pregnant back then, right?
Oh, and she doesn't know which one is the baby's father.
Well, she claims it's Charlie, but I have my doubts.
So you're saying that we could have a half-sibling or a step-sibling?
Well, when do we get to meet this person?
Oh, you already have. It's Rex.
Rex and I always thought that Roxy was our mother, and then it turned out that neither of us were hers. And now you're telling me that my dad could be Rex's dad, so that means that we could really be brother and sister.
Yes, you could.
How great is that?
Oh, it's pretty great, considering you've always thought of each other that way anyway.
And I thought Rex was my brother twice, but now, you know, he's Dad's son.
Exactly. But if it turns out that Charlie is Rex's dad, that'll help Charlie deal with his grief over losing Jared.
Yes, it will. Anyway, I wanted you both to be prepared because either way, Rex is going to be a part of our family again.
It's great, but...
What?
Isn't it weird that Rex and my baby are in the same situation?
something happened to you, I couldn't take it. Don't you know how much you and that baby mean to me?
When will you get the results of the amnio?
That's it. Natalie slept with her sister's fiance. All right, then. Who am I going to tell first?
All right, I'm going to go meet Charlie at the lab. I'd like to be there for him, even if it means seeing Echo.
Gosh, her coming into town's really got you freaked out.
Yes, it has got me freaked out. She is an inveterate sneak. She's a con. She's a liar.
Champ of a tramp, huh?
Oh, nicely put, Natalie.
Thank you. So, if Echo and Charlie turn out to be Rex's parents, then she's gonna be a little too close for comfort.
But, you know, I wouldn't worry about that. There's no way that she can come between you and Charlie.
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
I didn't.
Yeah, Natalie told me that this guy Ford might be the father of Jess's baby.
Yeah. I wanted to talk to you about it, but with everything else going on.
Just forget about it. It's understandable. And you're handling this a lot better than I would. I mean, if I was in your situation, I don't know what I'd do. Actually, I do. I'd probably rip his head off.
Marty, what do you want?
I want to apologize. I'm sorry if I made trouble for you at Tay's party last night.
You didn't. John already knew about the amniocentesis. Thanks to you telling him. Still not sure how you got a hold of my medical file, but be sure that I will find out.
I told you that ended up on my desk by mistake.
Is that so?
I'm just relieved to know that you had the amnio done as a precaution to make sure the baby's okay.
Why? Did you think I had it done for some other reason?
Jessica and I decided to have a paternity test run with her amnio. So if Ford's the father, we'll know soon enough.
I'm sorry, man. No one deserves to go through that. But you know you're a good guy, Brody. And if it's what you want, even if you're not the baby's biological father, I know you're going to find a way to love it as if it was your own.
Could you do it? Love another man's baby?
No. I guess you never know until you get there, right? You know, just hearing all this, I'm just glad I don't have to find out.
You didn't tell him about the amnio because you didn't want to upset him. You didn't want to worry him, and there I went and gave him something to worry about. You were just trying to protect him from having his heart broken again the way it was when I lost his baby. John's so very eager to have a child. Of course, I don't have to tell you that.
No, you don't. Well, now you've apologized, I've accepted, and that's the end of that, so goodbye.
Actually, I'd like to talk to Jessica. I have a little surprise for her.
She's in the living room.
Thank you. You know, I wasn't pregnant long enough to have an amnio. But I am truly amazed at what they can find out these days. It's remarkable, isn't it? Hey, hot mama.
Hey.
What did I miss?
Oh, I was clearing a few things up with Brody. How are you?
We're fine.
That's what I'd like to hear. Hey, look, I am working this big case, and I will catch up with you later.
Okay.
All right.
Brody, we've got homework.
What is it now?
Marty, she got a hold of my OB-GYN records. Now she's on the warpath.
Yeah, I just have to take it easy, but the baby is perfectly healthy.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah, it is. But actually, I was, a little worried about you. I'm so sorry to hear about Cole.
Thank you.
I can't even imagine how awful this must be for you. And, if I was you, I'd want to blame someone too.
Ah, so Natalie told you that I blame her.
Yeah, she did. And Marty, she feels awful about this whole thing.
Does she?
Yeah, she didn't want to see Cole go to prison. And I know that you did not mean it when you swore that you would get back at her. Natalie was just doing her job. You know, she couldn't just lie to the PD or to John.
So last night at Todd and Taya's party, Marty basically told John that I was a liar and then shoved my amnio papers at him.
It was bad enough when she just suspected there was something going on between us. Okay, it's one thing if she knows that you had an amnio. Does she know about the paternity test?
I don't know. She didn't mention it, and she had every chance.
So, maybe she doesn't know.
I'll admit I was very upset when Natalie put together the evidence against Cole. And I said some things that I do regret, but I think Natalie's blown this out of proportion.
Has she?
Oh, come on. You know how dramatic she likes to be. It's part of her charm.
How are we supposed to find out what Marty actually knows? I mean, I can't exactly go up to her and be like, hey, have you figured out yet that Brody might be my baby's father?
What do you think she's gonna do if she finds out?
I don't know. But Brody, I just left Marty alone with Jessica.
You know, I told Natalie that you didn't mean it, that you'd get back at her. You know, it's just not the person you are. And I hope you know, Natalie would never intentionally hurt you.
Of course she would. I admire you, for standing up for your sister like that. It's very touching. But I didn't come here to talk about Natalie.
Well, of course you didn't.
I came here to talk to you about Brody.